What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Sunday, July 9th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 10-game MLB slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. So I like Shane Bieber. He's pitching against a low-salary batting team, the Kansas City Royals. Shane Bieber only giving up a .549 OPS versus righties, facing 4 righties here tonight. And on top of that, the Royals have only hit 16 of his last 81 pitches. That's a 198 batting average and a huge sample size. So Shane Bieber is $9,500 FanDuel salary, $500 less on DraftKings, so I like that price on both sites. Averaging 30 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 3.66. Record was 5-5. He's pitching an average of 100 pitches per game. So I like Shane Bieber here versus the Kansas City Royals. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. So I like Justin Turner. He's got a 9% batting advantage here over JP Sears. Justin Turner batting 18% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .903 OPS versus lefties. JP Sears, he's giving up a .648 OPS versus righties. Now there's no at-bats versus Sears yet. Justin Turner is $3,400 FanDuel salary, $1,000 more on DraftKings. He's averaging 11 fantasy points per game on the season. Scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. He's been on fire. Has a batting average of .288. So I like Justin Turner here versus JP Sears. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Nick Senzel. He's got a 57% batting advantage over Wade Miley. Nick Senzel batting 49% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1.016 OPS versus lefties. Wade Miley pitching his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a .680 OPS versus righties. So Nick Senzel is 1 for 3 here versus Miley, but I like this pick because he's only $2,300 FanDuel salary, $900 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. Did score fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games, has a batting average of .240. So I like Nick Senzel here versus Wade Miley. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. So I like Jake Burger. He's got a 66% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Steven Matz. Jake Burger batting 24% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .910 OPS versus lefties. Steven Matz, he's giving up a .846 OPS versus righties, pitching his worst ball versus righty batters. There's no at-bats versus Matz yet. Jake Burger is $3,100 FanDuel salary, $1,000 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .219. Now, he scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games, but one of those was a 41. So I like the splits. I think he's worth a play here tonight. So I like Jake Burger here versus Steven Matz. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. So I like J.P. Crawford. He's got a 38% batting advantage over Brandon Bielak. And J.P. Crawford batting 32% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .783 OPS versus righties. Brandon Bielak, he's pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, giving up a .846 OPS versus lefties. And I like this pick because J.P. Crawford is 4 for 8 here versus Bielak with a 1.125 OPS, only $2,800 FanDuel salary, and only $400 more on DraftKings. So that's a great price on DK for a shortstop. He's averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season, has a batting average of .253, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. So I like J.P. Crawford here versus Brandon Bielak. Okay, let's take a look at the outfield position. So I like Eloy Jimenez. He's got a 51% batting advantage over that low salary pitcher Steven Matz. Eloy Jimenez batting 9% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .795 OPS versus lefties. And Steven Matz, we know, is pitching his worst ball by far to righty batters, 43% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .846 OPS versus righties. So there's no at-bats versus Matz yet. Eloy Jimenez is $3,300 FanDuel salary, $1,000 more on DraftKings, averaging 11 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .277. So I like Eloy Jimenez here versus Steven Matz. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.